Alright guys, what's going on? This is going to be the 11th war of Season 20, and today 4Loki is going to be facing DSVG. Pardon my voice, it is tired. This is literally like my 10th time recording this because I kept messing something up on the computer. Either way, this is an important war for us. This is at the time we were the number 3 team, they were the number 4 team. So both teams are going to be trying really hard to get that number 3 spot, try to lock it in for the season, and there's only 2 left to go, so this one included. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at their defense for you guys. I know a lot of people are curious about it, but there's not a ton to say. I don't think there's anything on here that anyone hasn't seen before. Most of it is pretty standard. So yeah, there's just not a ton to say about it. Sasquatch boss, that is new. I think that's our first one we've seen in my battle group this season. So I'm going to be selecting my team. It's going to be Omega, Deadpool, and Quake. And just a heads up for you guys, if you don't enjoy watching Quake gameplay, you will probably not enjoy this video. So just wanted to be transparent about that. I'm going to be starting off on path 8 here. This is going to be the main thing here is just the heal block debuff. There's really not a whole lot to this fight. It does have a buff imbalance weakness on it, so I am going to have a weakness on me. And it also has blood in the water, so because of those weaknesses, the defender is going to have a fury on him for pretty much the entire fight, or a passive fury. And with the heal block I had to remove suicide masteries, so that's kind of the things to keep an eye on. I'm not going to be doing nearly as much damage in this fight as I normally would, and I did make a mistake there. I let off my heavy somehow and got slapped a couple times, but overall this fight there's pretty much nothing to it. It's kind of a standard Quake fight. And I feel like that's how a lot of my fights are this war. I am going to be boosting pretty heavily just because I don't want to be that person who like loses the war. I feel like I've already done that once this season. So I'm just going to do my very best to not let my team down. So easy fight there. No big deal. I am going to go ahead and throw my suicides back on for my next fight, which is going to be, I want to say it's node 23. It's the EMP modification shared fight. There I was just seeing if I needed to heal, and I didn't. So since I am boosted, I'm going to lose a lot of health here to the suicide masteries. So I'm going to use a combat regen boost, and even with this combat regen boost, you can see I also run a point in coagulate, and even with that extra point in coagulate, I am just losing so much health here because I'm boosted, and willpower does not scale with boosted health. So I'm healing as if I'm not boosted, but I'm losing health to suicides as if I am boosted. So it's a little bit annoying. I'm going to lose a bunch of health in this fight, but I really don't care because this morning star is just going down so fast. You can see I am not even a minute in. She's about to go down. And yeah, that was like a 50-second fight. So no huge deal there. And now I'm going to be moving up to path 2 in section 2, and this is going to be a rank 3 6-star Dormammu. I was really nervous about this fight. Even though it's just a standard Quake fight, I am not great at quaking Dormammu. He is he's just annoying. His debuffs, or I'm sorry, his reach on his like medium and light attacks are just so out there that you'll see here in a second. When I'm in the corner, I literally can barely see Quake. I can barely see my own champion. So it's just really annoying. Luckily I do have class advantage here, and yeah, he just kind of threw a wild heavy out there, but When you're using Quake and you have class advantage, it just makes the fights go so much faster. I normally don't notice class advantage when I'm fighting, or disadvantage for that matter when I'm fighting, but with Quake I always notice it. So I'm just trying not to mess up here. And you can see, again, we are not even a minute into the fight, and this guy is about to go down. I don't think he's running willpower, so that helped a lot too. And then for what ends up being my last fight of the war, I am going to take this mole man on buffet. This is okay placement. You know, if you're trying to use somebody like Void for this fight, it's not going to work out very well. But honestly, this node you wouldn't normally want to use Void for anyway. So my plan here was to just use Omega Red. I was told to remove Dexterity, so that's what I did, and you will see just how fast this guy is going to go down. He is a stubborn defender, so with just 11 spores on him, you can see it is about 20 seconds into the fight. I mistimed that, but 20 seconds into the fight and he was already down over halfway. So I'm going to go ahead and parry. At this point I'm getting those suppression debuffs on me, but I literally don't care. I don't need to throw any specials with Omega Red, and the fight is over. So nice and easy. That was actually the last fight of the war for me. And actually at this point the war was still very close. And I'm going to show you here that we did finish, and in the Alliance, once we finished, we had 3 deaths in the Alliance to their 4. In my battle group, it says 45. That's a visual bug. It was 50. We cleared our entire battle group with 0 deaths, which was amazing. We did end up winning this war. We finished really strong on the first night, and it was pretty clear that we had won. So I think that they just stopped pushing quite as hard, which is fine either way. I did play these guys a couple of times in Savage Squad, and I don't really think they were focused on war then. It looks like they have began to focus on war, and they are very good. They're very skilled, probably top 10 in Masters, and well deserved. So great job to DSVG. This leaves us in the number 3 spot, 1 war to go, and I actually have a 6-star crystal here to open, and you guys know what I want. I would really like to dupe a tech champion here, so I'm trying to do what Taters did to dupe his warlock, and that is basically just endlessly back in and out of the crystal screen until I guess I get like a lucky feeling. I'm not sure what I was supposed to be waiting for, but I'm going to copy him and see how it goes. We want to dupe our Warlock or our Guillotine 2099. We currently don't have any tech champions that we could take up to rank 3 if I form the catalyst for it. So that is our main concern. So let's see what we get here. And that is not a Warlock, so that kind of sucks. Hopefully the luck turns around for the season rewards, but either way, 1 more war to go. Let's hope that we can finish in the top 3, and I will see you guys in that video. Thank you.